Today we're going to go through my morning and my workout, and the word that we're going to focus on today is belief. I've been very curious about why people have certain beliefs in their health and fitness. For example, I used to believe that if I lifted weights, I would look like the Hulk. I also used to believe that eating carbs was akin to the cardinal sin. Why did I believe that? I'm a curious person, and I've grown accustomed to asking myself why about a lot of things. It's really served me well to practice this, especially in my health and fitness, because my perspectives and beliefs have changed a lot over the years.
Look at how full this is. That is as full as it gets.
If you follow a certain diet, why do you do that? Did you read it in a research study? Did you learn it from a parent? Did you read it in a magazine when you were 16 years old? Or do you have absolutely no idea how you ended up where you are?
I am heading to the gym to get in my workout now. So I'm going to be doing a full body strength workout. I'm going to be adapting it from one of our HIITBURN app workouts, and I'm going to be adding in some barbells instead of dumbbells. I just want to focus on lifting a little bit heavier, which is kind of ironic because of the subject matter for today, being belief. And I used to believe that lifting heavy would, turn me into the Hulk. So here we are, we're growing. On that note, one of the most powerful things, in my opinion, is being a lifelong learner and staying up to date on research and things like that. However, specifically with research, there is a caveat. So for example, it's not helpful to cherry pick things from research that kind of fit the narrative of what you're wanting to believe. So there's a documentary on Netflix that compares eggs to cigarettes, saying that eating eggs is as bad as smoking cigarettes. And that is just egregiously misleading and a perfect example of cherry picking information and not seeing the full kind of context of what is true. While it's important to stay up to date on research because, let's be serious, it helps us live longer, it helps us live better lives, it helps us discover things that we didn't think possible. So of course it's important to stay up to date. Also understanding that we need to zoom out and see how that bigger picture all works together. We also have to think about the practical application of different approaches in health and fitness. So maybe someone told you that this was the best thing ever, or you read a research paper about this, or you read this in a magazine. You have to think about the practical application. Just because it worked for someone else doesn't mean it's a great fit for your life and your body and your goals. So if you absolutely hate something, or you can't stick to it, or it's just not realistic, there are multiple ways to get from A to Z. And I think sometimes people forget that there is not only one right answer.
Let's get our workout started today. I'm gonna get going with Bulgarian split squats, aka rear foot elevated split squats. I'm gonna be doing a drop set with this. So that means I'm gonna be starting with a heavier weight, and I'm gonna do about 8 reps here. You can go till technical failure when your form starts breaking down. And then after you get your reps, you go down to a lighter weight and do even more reps there, squeeze a few more out. This is a really great strategy to build muscular endurance and to build muscle. So today we are getting after it with that. There's also a different type of drop set that you can do called a mechanical drop set, where you do an exercise variation and then you switch to a slightly easier variation and squeeze out a few more reps. So this could be a decline push-up into a regular push-up and then into an incline push-up with your hands on a box or bench. All are really great options to get stronger. I did 3 rounds of these split squats with plenty of rest in between because, oh my gosh, I needed it. So next up, we're gonna be going into hip thrusts. So we're gonna go heavy hip thrusts to start. Here I have 255 pounds on the bar, which is really funny because, well, I used to think that if I lifted heavy, I was gonna turn into the Hulk. And here we are many years later, we're still pushing heavy weight, doing just fine. So with this, I'm gonna do 10 reps with this weight, and I'm gonna do 3 rounds at this heavy weight. Then what I'm gonna do afterwards is I'm going to take off a couple of the plates, just have a 45-pound plate on each side, and I'm gonna squeeze out a 20 rep set. It's a great way that I can just get some extra volume in there to really focus on building those glute muscles. Now, if you wanna try this workout for yourself, but you're not super comfy using barbells, you can absolutely do this with dumbbells too. You could even do this with band or body weight if you don't have a lot of equipment, but if you're really wanting to build a lot of muscle over time, focusing on lifting heavier will be very important. Last but not least, I did a little tricep. I did a pull-up, an overhead press, and a walking lunge. I wanted to mostly focus on lower body today, but I wanted to add a little bit of upper. So I did 1 upper push, 1 upper pull, and then I added in a walking lunge just because I wanted to finish off those legs, get them nice and toasty. What's so interesting also about including upper body strength exercises is that idea of belief. I didn't believe that I could ever have a strong upper body until I changed my mindset around it. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna practice these moves and I'm gonna get better. So So over time, going from 0 pull-ups to eventually being able to do 16 at my best, sometimes it just takes a bit of determination, making a choice to practice, to be able to allow yourself to actually accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. It's not that you can't do it. Sometimes we just need a little bit more practice to be able to get there.
Workout is complete. Oh my gosh, that was quite a doozy between the Bulgarian split squat drop set and the heavy hip thrusts. I am very excited to eat. I have some chicken and rice waiting for me in the fridge that I will be partaking in. So as we wrap up today, I just want to reflect on this idea, this word of the day of belief, and really dig deeper into why do we believe what we believe about our health and fitness, and kind of always having our antennas up, listening for new research that might be out there, listening to what our bodies are telling us and being able to adjust accordingly. I think it can be a really powerful thing, obviously, to be passionate and have strong beliefs in what you're doing, whether it be in a certain type of nutrition approach or if you love a certain type of workout program. That's amazing. And there's a lot of power in that, and especially in the sense of community. Sometimes people get very much on the bandwagon of certain types of workouts and nutrition things because they feel like they're a part of something. They can identify with that. And I think that's really, really powerful. But with that, we want to make sure that we are doing something because it truly is making us healthier, making our lives better. It just works with our lifestyle. Sometimes people choose something just because their friends are doing it or just because that's the way they've always done it. And so I just always want to reflect inwardly and think about, okay, is there new information that I might not be aware of that I could be looking into? How is my body feeling? How is this serving me in this chapter of my life right now? Because look, we are ever changing and things happen, and so we aren't going to always be needing the exact same thing all the time. Certainly there are certain types of workouts that are going to yield specific results. So if you're wanting to put on a lot of muscle, you're going to be doing a different type of workout than if you have fat loss as a goal. If you have certain types of nutrition preferences, certainly there will be different approaches that will be able to cater to those needs. So of course we need to understand if you have strong beliefs about something, that's great, but just being able to navigate the overall context and zoom out and see the bigger picture is a really great way that you can consistently be feeling affirmed in what you believe, or also be able to adapt according to what your body is needing in the next chapters. So think about that, dig deep. Why do you believe what you believe? And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this video. Make sure if you watched it all the way here, you hit the thumbs up button. Let me know that you liked it, and make sure you are subscribed to this channel because we have a lot of fun things coming your way. So thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.